If you're a total beginner into Shopify and you want to set up your store for the very first time in just 10 minutes, you are in the right place. I'm going to show you how to get started totally for free, and then later on you can try it out with an actual huge deal directly in the link of the description. So to get started, the very first thing you want to do is to choose the link that I'm going to leave you down below in the description. Once you clicked enter, it's going to be asking you how would you like to get started. Usually everybody go for I am just starting, go for next, and choose the places where you wanted to sell. It's going to be really important to choose the type of selling you're going to do here inside the Shopify, making that your store looks great and professional. Alright, we are now inside the administration dashboard of the Shopify. So usually what we do in order to get started is to focus into the settings section, not before by understanding how does the actual setup guide works. So into the setup guide you can see that we have 7 elements to complete. For example, how to find products to sell, customizing your online store, add a custom domain, name your store, set up your shipping rates, set up a payment provider, and place a test order. Let's follow the setup step and do this step by step. First of all, let's find products to sell. If I clicked in here, you go for browse product sourcing applications, and just as I told you, if you're willing to do some dropshipping applications, you can choose whatever apps here or go for print on demand applications. So what I'm going to be doing next is to get started with my very first product. So in here, what you can do is to get started by using this element of the left part that says products. Inside product, what you can do is to go for add products and fill all the information about your products. For example, the title, the description, the images, the category, changing the pricing, the cost per item, and so much more elements. Today I'm going to be just using the Printify. Now into Printify, I just needed to add one product, use a design of my own, and once I hit into import this product directly into Shopify, all of these elements that we chose here that we can add manually will be added a process of print on demand, which that means they create a product for us, we sell the product, and we earn an actual margin. Alright, so now we have just found how to get started and adding one product directly into our store. So let's go back directly into Shopify. Here into the home dashboard, you can see that we have now the find products to sell added. So if you see here into the product, you should see that we have now one product added. What you can do now is that you can create collections. Let's say, for example, that you wanted to sell products for men, for women, you wanted to sell some sneakers. So try to categorize all your elements directly here into your collections. For example, I'm going to create one collection. Here into the upper side it says create collection. Let's go here for the title. Let's go for t-shirts. So here into the description, the collection type, I'm going to go for manual, the search engine listing, and the images, you can just add those later on. I'm going to hit now into save, and automatically my collection of my product should be added in here, so I can just add it manually. Or even what you can do is to change this automatically. So I'm going to hit now into select my product, I hit now back. Now it's time to customize your online store. This is the part where you want to choose a theme, add an actual logo, your colors, all the images that reflect your brand. So I'm going to hit here into the customize your theme. This one should be sending us directly into the left part says online store themes. Inside here where it says themes, you can see that we have an actual theme called Dawn. This is something created by default. So in this case, what you wanted to do is to whether you wanted to choose this theme or create a new one, you can create or choose a free theme. So for example, there's Spotlight, there's the Dawn, there's the Reefers, Scent, and so much more. For this tutorial, I'm going to just focus into the Dawn theme. So let's hit here into customized. Inside the customization of your website, you can see that directly into the right part, you can see that we have the preview of how it actually looks at our store. Into the left part, we can see the sections that appears into the page that we're seeing, and into the left part, we can see the section element, the theme setting, and lastly the app and beams. So here I'm going to focus into theme settings. Here what you can do is to start by adding your own custom logo. So let's here and add our own custom logo. Once again, if you already have one, you can just hit into explore for images or select an image. Once you added your logo, it should be appearing here into the left part of your menu. So you can see this type of logo width. You can do this more higher, more smaller. That totally depends on how would you like to get started. Even you can use the same logo as a favicon image for when somebody clicked into your actual website. Now what you can do is to change the colors of your store. So here as you can see, we have different schemes. What I can do is to start by adding my own scheme or to edit on a specific scheme. For example, here I do have the color of this background. In this case, I'm going to change this for a color that I liked, and once I finish it, I'm going to just leave this as it is and go for the solid button label. Usually the solid button label and the background color are exactly the same. That's something that we totally recommend you when you're getting started here. Now the text, for example, I can look out for in a specific color. We can implement this color scheme later into our store. You can change the typography as well and choose a specific font for your whole online store. Lastly, we have the layout, animations, buttons, and so much more elements that you can edit. You can take your time to edit the elements as you are checking out the preview of your store. Once you finish checking all of that, don't forget to save once you've finished all your process. Now let's move on here into the section. Here into section, we can see that we have 3 elements of our menu. So I can edit my home, I can edit my catalog, and I can edit my contact section. Before we edit one page, if you wanted to get started with editing the menu of your actual online store, first of all, we need to save. Go back directly into our administrator dashboard and focus here into online store and here into navigation. Inside navigation, what we can do is to choose the option that says menu. Into menu, choose your main menu, and what we can do is to change, add, delete, or modify all the elements, all the items of your menu. For example, the home section, we can change this. Take your time to add, edit, modify as much information as you can for your store. Inside the setup guide, we can see that we have created now a product to sell. We have customized our online store. Now let's add a custom domain. So your current domain is going to be something like this. So we can hit into the option that says add domain. You can purchase an actual domain directly into Shopify, or you can create an actual new domain totally for free with .shopify.com. This is totally depending on how would you like to get started. In this case, I'm going to connect a domain that we have purchased with an actual new server. Paste your domain and hit into next. Lastly, it's going to choose the option that says verify connection. What you need to do is just to add all of this information into your domain, managing DNS records. We have a whole tutorial of how we can do this totally easily. Excellent. Now let's name our store. So our store is currently called My Store, as you see here into the upper side. So let's go and click where it says name store. This should be taking us directly into the edition of our store. We can add a store phone number and a store email, and we can change our store name. And once you have added that, let's focus into the left part, scroll all the way down and focus into brand. Into the branding, this is how everybody should see your store into the socials and into the website and all the search engines. So what you wanted to do is to add your own logos, your own custom colors, your own cover images, your slogan if you have one, a short description, and the social links if you have one. Next, let's set up some payment provider in order to receive the money. So if I choose the option that says set up payments, or inside the settings, focus into the section that says payment. So if you are inside the United States, what you can do is to activate Shopify payments. If you don't have Shopify payments, you don't have to worry about it. Let's focus into the option that says choose a provider and choose the best option suits for yourself. If I focus here into filters, I can select the elements that I would like to receive. For example, let's say that I wanted to accept money from Visa, I want to accept MasterCard, and I want to accept Apple Pay. So the best solution for me should be Stripe. So if you create an account with the third-party provider that you chose, it should be really easily, and the connection between those should be really fast. If you are selling your products on your own, if you have a local retail POS store, here what you can do is to add the shipping rates if you're going to be selling from more than one location. Since we are using an actual print-on-demand application, all of those elements should be added into just one profile, and basically the zones, the location, the prices, the order routing, the local delivery, everything should be set up, and of course the saved packages by default with the print on demand. Now into the left pod, we can see that we have the elements of the policies. Now the policies can be helping to build more trustability directly into your store. If you don't know how to get started with the return rules and all of that, what you can do is just to use templates that can help you to add all the information about your store, and you don't have to do anything else just by checking out the privacy policy. And if you want to add much more elements, much more information and rules about it, then just add it as you want to and go for continue. Check out all the applications that can be helping me to do my work much more faster. For example, the marketplace connection, where I can sell with much more marketplaces. I can see forms, I can see translation and adapt section. I have subscription, collaboration, audiences, and so much more. Once you activated those automatically, what you can do now is to go directly into your store and check out if you're actually ready to make one purchase. Just make sure that everything looks smooth correctly. Check out the images, check out the title, check out how it actually works, check out the different variants, the coloring, the size, everything that you had added directly into your store. Make sure everything works correctly. Once you make sure that everything looks good, what you can do is just to place an order just to make sure that you are now ready to purchase a product. If this video was helpful for you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see much more great tools of Shopify. Just in case you have any questions, you can leave it down below in the comment section. And once again, remember you have a link in the description where you can get started totally for free for a few days, and later on having a huge deal with whatever plan you chose for only $1 per month for the next 3 months. So thank you once again for watching this video, guys. Hopefully you can see you inside TechExpress. See you next time.